Welcome, everyone. I want to thank everybody for coming out to our public meeting about spring service changes, and we'll get started here in a moment. My name is Phil Dupler. I'm the Director of Planning, and I just want to go over a little bit of housekeeping and safety messages for you just briefly. We do have bathrooms on this floor. They're in the middle of the hallway, halfway between this side and the other side, right over here. If there is any kind of emergency that we have to evacuate the building, then I would please ask you to go out basically the way you came in, down the stairs. We'll go out the front doors of the building, turn right when we get out the front door, and go gather at the end of the parking lot. If there's any sort of a active shooter type situation, fingers crossed that nothing like that happens, and we'll barricade ourselves in here. And with that, I will introduce you to Monica McGlothner, who will brief you on our spring service changes.
Thank you guys for joining us. As Phil said, my name is LaMonica McGlothern, and I'm a service planner with Trinity Metro. And we're here to talk about the upcoming service changes. So we generally do 2 service changes a year, once in the spring and once in the fall. And there are several things that can trigger a major service change. In this case, the proposed changes for the Molly. It will increase in both revenue hours and service miles by more than 25%. So it's making it a major service change. We'll talk more on that as we go on. Oh, sorry. Trinity Metro's Title VI commitment. So here at Trinity Metro, we are committed to the compliance of Title VI. And what is Title VI? Title VI of the Civil Rights Act of 1964, it provides that no person shall be subjected to discrimination on the basis of race, on color, on natural origin, under any programs or activity that receives federal financial assistance. Trinity Metro will ensure that the level of quality of the public transportation service is distributed equitably and provided in a non-discriminatory manner. So, what are the ways that we go to determine service changes and what needs to be done? It often starts with our customer service feedback. The customer service team, they receive a lot of calls, they receive emails, they pass that information on to the planning department, and it lets us know where we need to look. Sometimes there's new requests, sometimes there's just feedback that requires adjustments. One of the most critical ways is the ridership counts. We use the boarding and the allotting counts, and that helps us understand where the demand is the highest and where it may be low. And we also monitor the route performance, making sure that all the vehicles are able to stay on time. Sometimes you'll see the envoys, such as Mia over there in the blue shirt. They're out there conducting surveys, and they're talking to the public, and they're gathering feedback about our service, and that also helps us determine. Once we get that information, the planning department, they assess the information, they formulate multiple options, they estimate the cost of each option, the recommendations, they ultimately propose changes that will hopefully garner a better experience for our passengers. So what are our service changes coming in April? Well, we're looking at rebranding one of our services. There's 2 that's going to be changed for a better connectivity. And we're also improving some run times. All that works along with our on-time performance, offering a better service. Which routes are impacted? Route 11, Route 16, Route 55, and the Molly. So what are the changes? For Route 11, there's going to be a schedule adjustment. We're going to adjust that schedule for a better connectivity. Route 16, which is interline with the 11, will also be adjusted. Route 55, there's going to be a runtime adjustments for some of the time points. And the blue line, well, the Molly, which is a service that we're proposing a rebrand, it's going to affect their weekday, Saturday, and Sunday schedules. So for Route 11, the service hours will change a bit. It still runs every 30 minutes. It will now depart from Central Station 15 and 45 minutes after the hour. And that offers that offers the connectivity to some of our services here at Central Station, a better connection. It's not a major service change. For Route 16, because it is interlined with Route 11, the same thing. That schedule will be changed. It's not a major service change, but it's not a major service change, but it will help with the connectivity. For Route 55, the beginning and ending times will not change. It will still run the 30-minute frequency. Again, it's not a major service change. We're adjusting some of the trips on the southbound trip to allow more times for the time points, in between the time points. And finally, our Molly the Trolley. We're proposing a rebrand of Molly the Trolley to the Blue Line. The service will run from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., 7 days a week, every 7 minutes. So with that, that is a major service change. It will add another bus. It increases the span of service time and as well as the miles. This change will be better for a connection for the people going back and forth to work, as well as the events at the convention center for visitors in our area. Now, this service will not be in effect for our April service change. So it is one of the electric buses, and they're using, right now they're upgrading the battery system. So, and all that's going to take a little time. So it will be implemented, but it won't be during this particular service change. Give me 1 second, because there was something else. I'm sorry, we did go over the Title VI and what that was. I just wanted to make sure that that was spoke about. So there wasn't very many service changes. For public comment, if you can respond before Friday, February 7th. There are several different ways. You can send us an email. You can write us. We also have a public comment line. Also on February 18th, over at our Grove building, there is a board meeting. So you can also come there and have your comments heard. So is there any questions? Yes, ma'am.
Probably did say this, but you said the 11 will be every 30 minutes, or is it still going to be 30 peak time?
It's still going to be the same. Yes, that's not changing.
Oh, the frequency is still going to be the same.
Correct.
Okay.
For that and the 16, or just
For both.
for both?
It's interlined, right? Because
Yes. Yes.
Is the 55 the one that's normal hours, like over there, 30 minutes during daytime?
It's going to run normally, as it normally would. The only thing that's changing is some of the times between the time points.
Like which time point?
The time points going southbound, like from Trinity Lakes to maybe like the first 3 stops.
Are we talking about right there by right where you Dodge June right there, the town point right there.
It's gonna be Bridgewood,
We put on the bridge, what about that?
yes. So from leaving Trinity Lakes to the Hanley Transfer Center.
But all the departure times at Trinity Lakes will be the same, correct? Or is it different?
It is changing slightly, yes. Any other questions?
The rebranding of the Molly.
Mhm.
So the hours before were 10 to 10, and now they're going to be 7 to 7. Is that
Yes,
correct?
they were from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. And it ran every 15 minutes, so now it's gonna be running every 7 minutes, yes.
That's good.
So it starts like 7 in the morning,
Yes,
and 7 in the evening.
from 7 in the morning to 7 in the evening. Any more questions? Do you have anything to add?
So if I can, let's give LaMonica a round of applause. Thank you. As you can tell, LaMonica was a little nervous.
Just a little bit.
She's learning how to do all this. She did a great job. So thank you very much, LaMonica, kind of
Thank
stepping
you.
outside of your
Yeah.
comfort area.
Thank you.
Thanks everybody for coming tonight. Yes, it was a short presentation. There's not a lot of service changes that are going on this go around. So we certainly appreciate your time coming tonight. We're going to be around for a few more minutes to answer any questions if you have, unless you have any questions right now, and we can ask in front of the group. If not, if you're not a group person, then we can ask afterwards. Any other questions? No? Okay. Well, thank you all for coming tonight. We certainly appreciate it. This will be on our website as well, so you'll be able to see that. Comments for the next week. There's comment cards outside. And if you have anything else, just let us know. Thank you so much.